What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, check it out. It's our daily Acolyte score update. All right, we got to check the scoreboard, see what's happening. Down, up off that 14%. We are now sitting at 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. Finally, all right, it took forever for this thing to get from 14 to 13. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, we're almost up out of the teens. Pretty soon, we're going to be in single digits. And look, this is the worst that the Star Wars franchise has ever been. Right now, the mood around the Star Wars franchise definitely needs to change if they want to save this thing. This is the worst it has ever been, even worse than The Last Jedi. I was talking to a friend of mine and said, you think this is worse than The Last Jedi? And he was like, nah. And I said, I think it is, man. I think it is. It's almost like, you know, somebody said you can't get worse than The Last Jedi. And Leslie Headland said, challenge accepted, man. Challenge accepted. Hold my beer. Right, straight up, man, or hold my Bud Light or whatever she drinks. You know, this is where we are with the Star Wars franchise at this moment. This is a complete repudiation of everything going on over there at Lucasfilm. And you can blame Kathleen, you can blame Leslie Headland, Dave Filoni, everybody over there. They all got to take this L. But this isn't what this particular video is about. Let's get on over here to this on thatparkplace.com. Shout out to John F. Trent once again. Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy claims Rey Skywalker is the heart of Star Wars and implies the film will continue to inject feminism into Star Wars. Can y'all believe this woman? Can somebody please tell me how in the hell this chick got a job saying that Rey Palpatine, all right, and let me correct myself, Rey Palpatine is the heart of Star Wars. You know, we saw the video. If you guys watched the Echo Base Network cast last week, we saw the video of this. It's actually embedded in this article if you want to check it out. We saw the video, and me, Coach, and Risman, man, we was just sitting there with our mouths open. Like, holy shit, man. Can somebody fire this woman already? How do you fix your mouth to say that Rey is the heart of Star Wars? How do you do that? Not Luke Skywalker is the heart of Star Wars. Not Anakin Skywalker is the heart of Star Wars. Rey Palpatine is the heart of Star Wars. Have you lost your ever-loving mind? And then she comes back and says, oh, yeah, we're going to keep pushing that feminism into this. Like, we see how well it's going right now with Leslie Headland trying to push LGBTQ into Star Wars. We see how well that's going. If you need some reminders, here you go right here. This is how well it's going. The fandom is all the way out. Maybe the critics will be the ones buying T-shirts and hats and merchandise and all of that shit. But it ain't going to be the fans that, at least the fans that used to. The fans that used to rock with Star Wars, they're done. They're out, okay? So, yeah, let's go ahead and check this article out. But, I mean, you know, we already know how it is. But it's just hilarious when you hear people actually speaking this crap. It's like, what in the hell? This is somebody that doesn't understand Star Wars, doesn't understand the fan base that they are writing for. They don't understand what makes the franchise work. They don't understand what George Lucas was on. They have no clue as to what's going on here when they can make statements like, oh, yeah, Rey's the heart of Star Wars. And yeah, feminism all day. Yep, that's what we're doing. It's going to work just fine. Just watch. You'll see. All right. Let's check it out, though. Director Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, who has been announced to direct the upcoming Rey film featuring Daisy Ridley, recently shared more details about the project and heavily implied it will inject more feminism into Star Wars. Speaking with Variety about her upcoming Diane von Furstenberg documentary, it's like, all right, you a documentarian, man. Just keep making documentaries. I'm sure it's going to be fine for the people that want to watch it. You're not a Star Wars filmmaker. I'm sorry. Obaid-Chinoy detailed what attracted her to the film. The story that interests me most is in Rey's journey as a female Jedi. That's how I can best bring my experiences to it. Yeah, see, this is what she wants to do. She wants to tell a story about a female Jedi. So immediately, you can already see that it's just about her gender. We are telling a gendered story. It's not just a story about, hey, this is just a Jedi who happens to be a woman. No, it's her journey as a quote unquote female Jedi. These people just spit it right out there. Nothing about the character of Rey. Nothing about like some attribute of this character that drew her in. No, she's just female. That was good enough for me. You know, it's her journey as a female Jedi. That's what she cares about. And that's why this character, honestly, that's really what the character is. The character is nothing but a female. There's nothing more to this character. She's a Mary Sue character. There was nothing to the character to begin with. She's boring. She's OP. She's trash. It's a terrible character. Nothing about Daisy Ridley, who I'm sure is a lovely person in real life. The character of Rey Palpatine is garbage. Again, everything is handed to her easily. She can whoop everybody up at the end of it because the script demands it. She can whoop everybody up by the end of the movie. It's garbage. No growth, nothing. And yeah, this is what drew her to that. Oh yeah, I can just build upon that. You know, I can just build upon her being the female Jedi and make her even more powerful or whatever it's going to be, man. It's going to be utter garbage. She went on to detail who she hopes to attract to this movie. The greatest thing about Star Wars is that everyone has a personal connection to it. Everyone is passionate about it. And throughout the fandom, people have clear ideas about who should direct or what the story should be about. I'm just drowning those voices out until I'm done. This idiot. Listen to what she says here, okay? The greatest thing about Star Wars is everyone has a personal connection to it. Everyone is passionate about it. That is true, okay? That's the great thing about the fan base with Star Wars. Everybody is passionate about it. Everybody is passionate. They love some aspect of it, all right? Everybody has a deep passion for this. It's not just something they watch. Oh, yeah, I like Star Wars. No, the fan base, they love it, okay? And they love returning to the galaxy far, far away, okay? I can't tell you how many times I've watched the original trilogy. I can't tell you how many times I've watched the prequels. You know, even though I'm not a biggest fan of the prequels, but I've still watched them because that's Star Wars. And you feel the love of it, the music, the lightsaber battles, all the characters, everything. It's Star Wars. We're passionate about that. And again, the lessons, the mythology, everything that goes into it, it's phenomenal storytelling. She don't get that, all right? Throughout the fandom, she said again here, people have clear ideas about who should direct and what the story should be about. But guess what? I'm just going to drown them out. I'm you're right, like Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber. I'm just not going to listen to them cats. I'm just going to drown them out until I'm done. Instead of doing what?
Listen to the fans.
Listening to the damn fans. I'm just going to drown them out. I'm not going to pay these cats no attention, even though they have this personal connection to it and they are passionate about it and they have their ideas. I'm not saying that you got to listen to every idea that they put out there or fans put out there. I'm not saying that. But I mean, just to drown them out and saying, nah, I ain't paying y'all no attention. This is why you get this. That's how you get 13%, Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. I hope you're aware of that. I hope you're ready for another 13%, maybe even lower, coming your way. As a storyteller, I'm focused on drawing new moviegoers into the cinema and bringing a sense of nostalgia that will appeal to older fans of the series, she added. Oh, you can forget about that. Look, you can forget about both of these, all right? Because this type of stories that you're telling, I guess this quote-unquote modern audience storytelling, that ain't getting the job done. Nobody's rocking with this stuff no more. You know, people want new, they want original, they want different, but they don't want you to come in here and bastardize a great old franchise like Star Wars, and they certainly don't want some stupid fan service, all right? Jangling keys. Nobody's here for your jangling keys either. If you can't tell stories that have meaning, just stop. Just go do something else. She also discussed the film in an interview with Sirius XM, saying sometimes you walk in the footsteps of people and giants who've created worlds, and in the case of Star Wars, George Lucas's world and the filmmakers that have walked in his footsteps have set this world that they want young viewers to sort of walk into and have an understanding of the world. She then detailed what is at the heart of the Star Wars world. And at the heart of it, for me, is Rey Skywalker, is Daisy Ridley and her story and taking her on an adventure to a Jedi Academy and sort of creating a world that is a natural dovetail to the story that we've seen her go through the last 3 episodes. And working with Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy and the team over there, breathing life to characters that everyone loves, right? And has fallen in love with and finding new characters that the next generation of moviegoers will fall in love with. Look, this is going to be a giant disaster. She don't even sound like a Star Wars fan when she's talking about, oh, we're going to be taking Rey Skywalker. We're going to be taking her on an adventure to a Jedi Academy and sort of creating a world that is a natural dovetail to the story. We already have the world of Star Wars. What are you creating? You've created nothing. You just got through saying that everybody is going off of what George Lucas created. All right. The giant who created a world. You're just playing in that sandbox. Okay. You're not creating anything, you know? So, I mean, yeah, we're going to take her on an adventure to a Jedi Academy. Does she even know what she's talking about at this point? I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Does this woman know anything about what she's talking about when it comes to these characters, when it comes to Star Wars? And based on what I've just read, I don't think she does. I think she's just spitting talking points that she's probably heard Kathleen Kennedy giving her in a meeting somewhere. Make sure you tell them this on the interviews. You know, this is going to be a disaster. All right. An utter disaster. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, this is the actual interview, like I was saying, that Coach Risman and I watched. Check it out if you have an opportunity. It's on That Park Place. From there, Obaid-Chinoy detailed who she's been collaborating with to bring the film to life. I've had conversations with J.J. Abrams. Oh boy, there we go. That's the guy you want to talk to, J.J. Abrams, George Lucas, then of course. Dave Filoni, who's a big part of the Star Wars universe. We speak very often. Kathleen Kennedy and Carrie Beck and Simon Emanuel. Again, all of the people that have destroyed Star Wars, all right? Everybody, obviously with the exception of George Lucas there, but everybody that has had a part of destroying Disney Star Wars, making Disney Star Wars, destroying real Star Wars, and bringing in Disney Star Wars, that's who she's been talking to. I mean, I think the team is really taking the time to make sure that we do justice to telling the story of Daisy. I think that she stands for something. We've seen this wonderful journey she went on in episodes 7, 8, and 9, and now it's like on to the next adventure. And how do we create a world and the adventure we take her on? Is she talking about Daisy or is she talking about Rey? The story of Daisy, I think that she stands for something. Maybe Daisy Ridley stands for something. Are we talking about? I honestly, I don't know. And I don't think she knows. I don't think she knows what she's talking about. We've seen this wonderful journey she went on in 7, 8, and 9. What wonderful journey? Describe it to me. Tell me what you think that journey is. Again, it's just very generic, general talking points that you say during an interview when you don't know what you're talking about, when you're not really a fan of the character or the franchise. And you're just kind of talking just, at a 30,000 foot level. Oh, yeah, we're going to do justice to telling them the story of, is it Daisy or Rey? I'm really not sure. I'll just say Daisy. And she went on this wonderful journey in 7, 8, and 9. And now it's, on to the next adventure. How do we create a world and an adventure? She just sounds like she don't know what she's talking about. She sounds like she doesn't know anything about this franchise. She doesn't know anything about this character, this person. What's her name there? Is it Daisy? Is it Rey? Who are you talking about? This is the person directing your next Star Wars. Well, not the next one, but maybe the next one after that. Supposedly. You never know with Kathleen Kennedy. She quick to pull the plug on a franchise, on a project. Woo! This is crazy talk right here, man. This chick has no idea. She sounds so lost in the sauce. Like she has never, ever, at all, watched the movie. I'm curious if she's watched the movie and what she thinks this wonderful journey that Rey went on. I'm still trying to figure out. She says she's telling the story of Daisy. This is interesting. Anyway, folks. I talked too long. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Again, this is how you end up, folks, though. This is how you end up with 13% on Rotten Tomatoes, all right? You end up with 13% on Rotten Tomatoes because you hire people like Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy to say, yep, I'm just interested in this character because she's a female Jedi, but that's about it. I don't know anything else about this franchise. The language in this interview speaks that in volumes. I don't know what they're going to do with this thing, but it's going to be a hot mess. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.